Chain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed to making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope all is good. Hope everyone's well in Zoom chat. Hope everyone is good on YouTube chat here. And let's get into it. Let's see where all systems go. All systems go. All looks good here. And yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, let's start off here on with news today as always. So today's going to be Thursday. We do have a lot of Euro news and we have some GBP news later on. So after London Open, it's going to be a bit tricky here. I don't think I want to be involved in positions after London Open. Euro news can affect the GBP. More importantly, affect the JPY because we could see money leave the euro into the JPY as a safe haven. So we just have to be careful. Everyone trading the euro today, just make sure you keep an eye on what time news is, just so you understand, not to be in positions. Now, obviously, after London Open here, about an hour and a half after London Open, we do have some GBP PMI, right? Which is basically anything above 50 here means that the economy is growing. Anything below 50 is meaning it's contracting. So if we see more of a contraction here, that's obviously going to be negative for the pound here. And yeah, we probably see a reaction based on that. But they're expecting forecast to come back 0.5 higher than last time. So they're expecting it to grow a little bit. If we see this grow a little bit more, then we'll see this number pop up a little bit more. And you'll probably see pound pop up in the short term as well. But it's not till later, and news is not till after London Open. So, before London Open, we're basically safe here. Before London Open, there's nothing we have to worry about. It's just after London Open, it's very close to news. We have French at 12:15 and then German at 12:30. So it's a little bit close in terms of, using 15-minute candles here. But that's not till after London Open, so it's not too much of a big issue. Now, coming back on the charts, technically, what have we got going on here? So let's start off on the daily time frame here. And we start off on the daily time frame. We do have a massive daily candle close here, right? So we do have a daily breakout. We are finally outside of this range. Daily candle is now working on breaking out of this range here, as we can see. And yeah, upside targets here are infinity. Well, 2015 levels here. And we're very clean. We're very clean until 191 is where we have our last rejection wick here. And if things really get crazy, this thing can continue pretty high here. We could see this whole move filled up eventually long term here. So that is definitely a possibility that we can see. long term. You know, everyone's looking at this, trying to short at the top. Until price tells us to short, we are not bearish here. We are not bearish, and I think we are more bullish than bearish. So looking here on the lower time frame, 4-hour time frame as well, made a nice bottom wick here. We can see candles getting a little bit weaker here, but that is expected because these last two 4-hour candles are just Asian candles here, which simply just mean, you know, it's from Asian session. And since it's from Asian session, then, you know, you're going to have lower volume. Although we did have a good push in the beginning of Asian, we pushed all the way up to 192.38, which would kind of be your target for the session here, especially if this current 4-hour here can start breaking the highs of the previous 4-hour. Now, looking on the 1-hour time frame, obviously we're still bullish here. You know, 1-hour time frame here has made a support. We see we can close back in the range here. We're kind of just, you know, trading between these two spots here. It's not the biggest range. From here to here is around 7 pips. So I do think that if we can end up holding supports in this zone, then this is a nice retest. We retested this zone here, and now we're trying to retest resistance here. So I feel, let's have a look what we got going on here. See what we could do. I feel either two options depending on how this 30-minute candle closes. If this 30-minute candle closes like this, I think this should be good to continue up to this level and eventually break through this level. Now, if the 30-minute candle closes deep, then I think buys above these highs here would also be quite nice here to try continue the move. Because then you just miss out on something like a 4-pip range here. So it will depend on how this, let's see how this 15-minute candle also closes here. Will give us more information as to what to be looking for here as well. 1-hour time frame has made a very good bottom wick here, which is good to see. Always confidence inducing to see a candle come down first deep and then reflip back up. You wouldn't expect it in this hour time frame to come back, need to come back deep again. This hour here in 18 minutes could even close above this zone here, which could give us continuation. We can mark this as 1-hour resistance up here, bring back drawings. Right, so that's what we're working with at the moment. Yeah, we're basically clean. We can't really check many levels here. We just have to use ASP, average session push, which we don't really know much about because we haven't not had really much of an average session push because we haven't had much volume recently. So hopefully this is the start of it and we can start our way towards the upside here. You know, and we'll see how that what ends up happening here. I'm quite interested to see if this 30-minute can close above here. Would be quite nice for me, especially after this retest. That's probably the option I'm looking at in the short term here. Can ASP increase once the high? Yeah, of course, man. That's why we can't use average. So we just have to kind of like maybe 1-to-1 secure some, leave runners. I do think it could be worth to leave runners on breakouts because we've been ranging in this range for over 5 days here, you know, more than 5 days. When did we enter? Let's say we entered this range here. This was since February 14th to February 20th, you know. So yeah, about 21st, about 6 days here. We've been ranging inside of here, 6-7 days. So, you know, definitely if we are going to break out, then, you know, there could be some nice heavy movement towards the upside with the continued yen weakness and so on. So let's have a look at gold till this 15-minute candle closes here. Now on gold, if we remove drawings, start off on the daily time frame here. Gold daily time frame has closed in bullish, and we can see that, yeah, candles are getting weaker, but they're not closing bearish just yet. So we need a resistance to form before we can consider sells make sense on the daily time frame. So looking at the 4-hour time frame here, we can see a beautiful support has been created. Now what is nice is if this support is broken, let's say by New York, and we have 4-hour candle closing deep down below, then we could see this continue towards the downside. Otherwise, this has just retested here and upside makes sense. We're kind of just ranging in between here, so we need something either leaving the top or leaving the bottom on 4-hour time frame. Issue is we're at the top of the range, so looking for buys right now is a little bit tough at the top of the range. You probably need something breaking out of this range, which we have here. You can see we tap 4-hour resistance. We need something breaking out. If not, we need pullbacks to continue down bearish. And you probably need something leaving this 4-hour support down here. We can just drag this to something like this. And that's probably where, you know, if you get higher time frame closes below there, that's where probably your sells would make more sense here. If not, looking for pullbacks and for support to form to continue potentially up bullish here, right? So that could be a possibility here, you know, which I'm looking at, which would be pullbacks first. Buying at 4-hour resistance, never a good idea. Current 4 hour, it has a nipple wick, but we're kind of testing target here as well. So I really do think we need to get up and out of this zone here. Otherwise, this is just continuing the NY range from yesterday. We're exactly at the same spot that we were ranging. And yeah, we're just sitting in that range. So we would need to kind of make a decision here. It's not looking like it wants to make a decision right now. So we need more price action to develop to be able to look for it. I'm not comfortable taking a short right now. Even though you could play the range here, but I do think, you know, after this retest down here, we're more bullish than bearish. So I think any pullbacks would be opportunities until something closes below there. So I think that's gold on the other hand here. In terms of counter trend session sells, if you really want to go aggressive, then yeah, this 1 hour close bearish here. Nice top wick. Yeah, I think something closing below here will give you the option for sells to test somewhere into this support or a little bit deeper, and that'll basically be it in terms of sells here. Let's see how the 50-minute has closed on GJ. Yeah, so we close with a nice support here. So price is forming a support. Yeah, if this 30-minute can close above, will be interesting here for upside continuation. And yeah, that will also be Frankfurt Open, which will give an hour close as well. Yeah, so I think I'll wait for that. If not, then I'll wait for something above this resistance here at 115. GJ is at a strong daily resistance. I don't think it's at a daily resistance. It's very clean. If you scroll back, you can see that there's no daily resistance. So even 2015, this is a daily and we're pretty clean. We passed through this zone. If you're considering this as a strong daily resistance, then I think you're a little bit wrong, because we passed through it many times with wicks, with bodies, and we're okay. I think if anything, 190 is the level here, 190, which we can see where we tapped most recently with a wick here to 190. But I'm only looking for buys above that, right? So for me, buys would be above that. And the 4 hour has also closed above that, which is also confidence inducing. So yeah, in this trade, let's have a look. All right, good luck, good luck. How's you looking? Looking good, looking good. This wick here is like your watch zone. And then, oh yeah, you're pretty clean after that wick. Yeah, yeah. And this nice support level formed here. Maybe B now. Well, EU doesn't like to do straight pushes. It does pull back, pushes, pull back, pushes. I don't know how has EU's volume been at this time. Right, you have 30-minute no bottom wick. 1 hour is still fine. Yeah, I'll try survive the 1 hour close. No need to be too aggressive. Kind of slow, but booming up slowly. Then yeah, then that's fine, right? Just you could even just manage it instead of closing, right? Where's your entry? Break of that high. You could manage anything closing back below. That should create a 5-minute range. So anything maybe closing back below this just needs to do its thing. But I don't notice breakouts always work on EU, right? Likes to pull back. So maybe you'll have to hold a pullback and then it goes again. It's just damn very clean. Yeah, it is clean. Yeah, you kind of just, you know, say we close above 190, where would you say the target is? As the only 7 pips, I'd expect it to break target. That's the difference. I'd expect it to break target because I'm bullish higher time frame. If we're going to continue, we will break highs and respect lows, right? So B at high, probably not even B these days. Ranges are so small, man. Look at this range here. This range is only like 4 pips, right? So ranges are just small anyways. So you don't even have to worry about it coming back onto you. Because even if it rejects and comes back onto you and something closes back in the range, you can manage for like 3.8 pips, 4 pip, management, which is, realistically nothing. Whereas when we're moving big, like if this range here was 12 pips, 15 pips, then yeah, obviously price coming back on you will put you in 10 pip, 15 pip drawdown, which is exactly what you don't want. What do you think GU looks like? Nice setup waiting for 1 hour close. Yeah, GU looks good. I'm in setup 3. Yeah, that looks fine. Breaking this high, yeah, that's... What time is the hour close soon? Yeah, as long as the hour closes above this resistance, this should continue. As long as it can respect these lows down here at 1.26435, should continue. That's the stop. Yeah, I think that's a good stop. Here's too tight. I think there would be have the range to protect you as well. Nvidia great for the indices. Yes, Nvidia earnings was massive, right? Nvidia flew. Whole market's talking about it. Tradesharpe, one guy told me gold doesn't follow SMC and now I feel low-key demotivated. Well, I don't know why some other guy would demotivate you. Who gives a crap? Doesn't matter, right? If you're focusing on a strategy that works, it should work everywhere, right? One strategy, I mean, there'll be times where if gold doesn't follow SMC, then focus on price action. Everything follows price action. It just has small tweaks. But it's relative, right? If it's only going to be push up 7 pips profit, so 4 pips to drawdown, yeah, but this is not my target. I would expect it to push through this. I can just use this as a watch because price is moving 4 pips quickly. So it could come back to your break even, tap you break even, only go 1 pip in drawdown just to go back up in profit. You know what I mean? So you don't want, because we don't, it's not like it's before when we're moving to break even, we're maybe up 10 pips. It has room to come down, 10 pips room to come down before it taps BE. But remember, we have spread 1 pip as well, right? So if we're moving to BE after 4 pips, you're literally giving yourself like a 2.5 pip breathing room. Yeah, it's just letting it breathe a little bit because we're so tight when we're moving to BE. Normally when we move to BE, we will be up 10 pips, up 12 pips maybe, you know? Or up, 9 pips or something. So that has room. Like, let's say we get a rocket that just does something boom like this right up to here. Yeah, now it makes sense to move to break even. You don't expect that just to completely dump. Or you wouldn't want it to. Nice, Alessandro. Nice position, man. Look at this. Anything closing back inside the range, you can even close and take some profit. Watching your stream only for the 3rd time, it calms me down so much while trading. I'm glad. Hey Harry, can you check the zone we are at from 2015? Yeah, we're in from 2015, that zone. Economics conditions are going to be drastically different from that time and now. So when we look there, we can see no major resistance. So on daily and stuff like that. So we just have to rely on price action being formed on lower time frames. Hi Harry, hope you're doing well. Next Q&A video coming. Yeah, we could look into that. Look to do something. Do you offer signals? As in a signal group? I don't run a signal group, no. How to join the Zoom meeting? You have to be part of the exclusive group. But spots are closed in the exclusive group, so you'll have to wait till next month. Next month we will open spots again, and then you'll be able to join. Do these type of economic news affect Bitcoin? Not drastically. CPI USD news will though. You know, CPI, FOMC, all of this stuff. I'm on waitlist for exclusive community. I don't think you are on the waitlist for exclusive community because there's no one on the waitlist since it's closed. There was 2 people on the waitlist, they got accepted, and then now it's closed. So I don't think you're on the waitlist. Maybe you just put your name in on the email. That's not the same. Just putting your name in on my website is not the same as waitlist. But next month you will be able to join. Harry, can you explain why GJ is pumping while both UK and Japan economy is not good? Well, because the Japanese economy is in a way worse spot, right? It has a de-inflation problem. It's always been way weaker, and now it's just made even weaker, right? So it's always been weaker, and now it's even more weaker. And the nice thing is that when you join, we're going to be doing a psychology webinar, and it's going to be like a special one, like one that I'm planning out, that I'm making a whole thing around. But I'm not going to charge extra for that, like these gurus saying, extra meeting $200, join now. Nope. So yeah, that was the analysis, guys. I forgot to ask for the YouTube business. So if you haven't done the YouTube business, I would appreciate that. If you could do the YouTube business, we have around 500 almost of us in here and 86 likes. If we get the likes up to 200, you guys know the drill. I would appreciate that if we could do the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Anyways, let me go and pip for a second. Any news during this stream? Yeah, we have a lot of Euro news around after London Open, and then there's GBP news, but stream will probably be finished by then. If you were to charge the webinar knowledge, we will have no lobster. Well, technically that's what most people do, right? Is that they would charge extra for a type of like special webinar or something like that. But the fact is, you guys are already in the exclusive, and whoever joins next month will have access to that. Just because I don't need to charge extra for that, I'm not interested in it. How do we be notified that we are on the wait list? No, there won't be a wait list. The spots are just closed. It will be first come, first serve. So the wait list was only to ensure people who want to join the group, right? And that was like, you know, that's basically how that worked. But now the group is closed and it will open next month. DJ, 15-minute closing in 2 minutes? Yeah, in a minute here. When is the webinar? On Sunday. Every Sunday is our normal webinars. That webinar, I will plan a date, probably beginning of next month. Probably the Sunday of next month, which will end up being... Not Sunday, sorry. Yeah, the Sunday of next month will end up being the 3rd. That will be that webinar. The psychology one. I wish every time I choose into the live stream, it automatically likes for me. That would be cool. That would be cool. I would appreciate that. Lucky I quit coffee for this. I was backtesting something similar. It ended up in a range for the whole day. It's possible. It's possible. You know, the thing is, if we look at this as a block, we have broken out block 1. We could accumulate, dip down, grab liquidity, and then try to break out a little bit later. Right? We don't know. We just have to see how price action develops. Alright, this candle is not closing above this 30-minute resistance. 1 hour closing bearish here, so there's no entry right now for me. I wanted at least minimum this closing above. I think the best thing now is if this ends up closing deep, the best thing will be is to wait for the break of the 4-hour high. That will give us a lot more confirmation. Because if price wants to continue up, we need to break this high in order to get the wick fill. Because this is, if we look at this, right, and this is how you can analyze charts here and understand and read candles backwards, is if we look at something like this, we can see this is a higher low, higher low, higher low, but we have a higher high, but we have a lower high. So we need that to change. And for that to change, we need price to make a new higher high here. And that's where it would make sense for the entry. So that having a lower highs here, LH, oops, LH, LH, right, lower high, and having higher lows just make us in a range, right? Because when we're mixed, we just know, and we know that, right? Without even needing to. So that's how you read candles backwards, is that I know that in the lower time frame we're going to be in the range, and we know that because we've obviously seen lower time frame, but that's how you explain that from higher time frame. So in order to change that, we need to see price do what? Break the high. Kind of similar to yesterday. We wanted price to do what? Break the highs. Where was yesterday? Here. We wanted price to do what? Break the highs. We wanted price here to break the highs. That will give us a little bit more confirmation for upside moves. And those highs are coming in somewhere here. So we can just wait for what? For price to close above this zone or start to break these highs to get continuation towards the upside. At least break the minimum, break the 1 hour highs here. That's what we need to see. Because now as long as these 1 hour highs are respected, price will just stick in here until it decides which way it wants to go. But for the time being, it still looks bullish, guys. So whoever's trying to short, I don't think it's ready for shorts. Because all it's doing is respecting supports. It's just taking its time. Can you check Dixie? Yeah, Dixie would have dumped here, right? Yeah. So Dixie dumped yesterday. So the key thing with Dixie is, can I hold these levels up here, right? This is going to be the key thing here. Can we hold somewhere around here? Right? Today, do we have any USD news? I think, yeah, we have PMI here. So if PMI comes back weaker, right? If we see PMI come back strong, that is going to support the whole idea of interest rates coming down. And we're going to see this dollar weakness continue here. We're going to see this dollar weakness continue. Setup 2 on gold. It's tough at the top of the range, man. You're at the top of the range. Right? So it's always tough. And if you measure your range here, is this really worth it for 6 pips here? This is gold, remember, right? Gold moves a lot more usually. So setup 2, you don't really want to try this. Even if this does end up playing out and giving an amazing move, it's not something you can replicate 100, 200 times. Because look at this scenario. You would have taken it here, it would have failed. Would have taken it here, would have failed. Taken it here, would have failed. Taken it here, would have failed. This one here also would have failed. This one here. So it's really hard to try replicate that. You know, but the only thing I could argue to this is that you take it, you get to here and go to break even. I mean, you know, you have 10 pip stop, 6 pip break even. It allows you to get into a profitable position, but that's about it. As soon as you reach somewhere in this zone here, then you'd have to play it safe. You'd have to play it safe. Makes sense? Hard to predict? Yeah, at top of the range, it's always tough because you're already at the target, right? Right, has GJ broken 1 hour highs? It's coming close. It's coming close to breaking 1 hour highs, which is good. Still going strong? Yeah, this looks good, man. Looks very, very good. What's this line here? 1108418. Could you explain PMI? I didn't get it. PMI Purchasing Manager Index. All you have to understand is if the number is above 50 means the economy is growing, right? So they're expecting the economy to contract. If we see this economy contract even more, if we see numbers come back at 0.5, 50.2, 50.3, right? Then what we're going to see is we're going to see that dollar strength come back in. We're going to see gold move down. But if we see price come back better than expected, not better, but if we see the economy grow a little bit more here in terms of price coming back 5.7, 5.6, then we're going to see those interest rate, hype come back into the market, and you see gold move up from these zones. Setup 2 in the middle of the range, okay? Yes, if we're trending, right? If we're just ranging, then no. Like, I would not consider in this range to take setup 2 in the middle. But if we're in a trending move and it's just been a pullback that we've had, then yeah, that's fine. How to spot sideways market? It's always tough to spot a sideways market until it's already happened. That's why in my trading style, I have ranges that I look to trade particular ranges. So I look to trade from one range to another range, and I don't expect a sideways market when we come into those ranges, if that makes sense. Can you take a look at Euro USD? We did look at it. It was bullish. One of our members are in a trade right now, and that's looking really good. Should be nice with that trade. Very nice. So yeah, people are already in trades here. Close some. Nice. Yeah, that's nice. Do you think PMI will come as expected or better? It's crucial one, because last time USA they over predicted. Now they're coming under, because last was 50.7. Now they're at 50.5. So it really depends here. It really depends on what they decide. Got my prop firm funded and phase 2 passed with GU trades. Let's go, man. Congrats, congrats. Phase 2 already passed. Let's go, man. Harry's strategy is the GOAT. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Well done, man. Nice. TP smashed. I made 8.3 pips on my first trade today. Most of what I know was learned from this channel. Feeling grateful. I'm glad, I'm glad. Well done. I got funded and they keep denying a payout. Yeah, that's the problem. Some people will. You have to find out why. What's their excuse for you for denying the payout? Was it because you did something that was just lucky? Was it an actual reason? Right? We need to know both sides of the story. Although you might be on the right side and you might deserve the payout, you might have also breached some rules that they've clearly stated, right? And you need to make sure to follow, right? Harry, is there a reason why my TradingView candles always show consistent bullish bearish candles even when there are pullbacks? Probably because you're using hike and ashy candles. You're probably stuck on hike and ashy candles and need to change your candles type. I have $200. Should I start with 0.01 lot? You should just learn the skill, man. No need. Just save your $200 and just go. Don't give it to the broker. You know, just save your $200 and just go on a demo account and learn the skill. Right? That's going to be your best shot here. Nice little pop up here. 5-minute candle, no bottom wick here, just popped out. Good volume candle. See if we can close above this zone on this 5-minute here. That's the zone I'm looking at here. Can close above this zone, should be nice. Breaking that 1 hour high, getting back above the 1 hour. Yeah, that should be fine. If this 30-minute closed above, would have made this a lot easier with the 1 hour not closing bearish here. Pretty big stops, 18 pips? I don't think it's 18 pip stops. How much stops is it? 13 pips. How do I change that Heiken-Ashi candle? You just click the candles here on the top. You can always Google stuff, guys, you know. Google is a good friend. Do you think Feds are going to cut the interest rates when it comes near to 2%? No, it's a sticky zone. So we have to see how it reacts at 2%. Because if it bounces at 2%, let's say we bounce at 2% and then CPI data comes out at 2.83% and they haven't touched interest rates, means we're not ready. Means we are not ready. So they can't just cut interest rates, right? If price is still struggling. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. You guys know the YouTube business. 600 of us in here, only 160 likes. I think we can get the likes up to at least 200. Then I don't have to ask. So yeah, this is why I prefer above this zone, because it's a heavy rejection zone here. Tradesharpe to trade that. Selling gold right now? No, I don't think. I think gold is just, it's trying to make up its mind here, you know? It's really trying to just make up its mind. It either is going to reject this 4 hour or it's just going to pop up a little bit more here and then maybe just range. It's hard. You can't predict at this point. GU gave a nice little move. Yeah, that's the move you're looking for. Did you guys get in on that? I think Carson as well was looking on that setup one. And see, this is the difference. He was looking at it a little bit earlier. All he had to do is wait. And then now the one that we said breaking the high here is the one. Yeah, it broke the high, had to hold maybe 2-3 pip drawdown, but your stop should have been here, and then that's your move. So nice. Alright, 50-minute candle has closed above this resistance here, so it's slowly making its way towards the upside. I think if this 30-minute candle can close above here in 14 minutes, will also be very confidence-inducing. Can you believe after all of that, the 5-minute did end up making its bottom wick? That's why people ask me, what about bottom wicks? Or top wicks? I didn't take it because G was close to 4 hour. I think you can use that as a watch. Right? Because let's see how close. Remember, this 4 hour is also covered by a wick here. It's not like we have not tested it first. That's something that I need to teach you. Maybe you haven't heard, but whenever we've wicked through a zone, that becomes our new zone, because it's not like it's the first time we're testing it. The time it went through it, it didn't have a problem, right? Look, we went through it, no problems. So you could just use that as a watch, saying, hey, if I see rejection from the 4 hour, I'm gonna get out. Right? I'm gonna get out if I see rejection from the 4 hour, which we didn't see, right? 5-minute never rejected. 1 minute you could see was very simple here. It held high-low structure, but you wouldn't even look at 1 minute. You know, you would just be like, okay, use that as a watch zone. Oh shit, GJ just broke this high and out of nowhere. Oh damn. Oh damn. How am I gonna get into this? That's interesting here. Rejects the highs here. Re-break of the 4 hour high. I think again today maybe might have made sense to just take on 4 hour, but not sure. But this one's a little bit different because it's not a 4 hour close above. It's a 4 hour weak candle close. Yeah, now it's just a matter of fact of waiting for a weigh-in. That's it. Do you log your BE trades if they went to take profit, if they didn't move to BE? Yes, I do. You can see here, look. If I would have hit SL, would have hit SL. This is the only one, but this opened no top wick at entry. But this one would have hit TP. This one would have hit SL, so I do note them down. Most would have hit SL. Yeah, today is gonna be either pretty complex where we just can't find a way in, or it's gonna be pretty simple. But I think today I'm gonna be very, very aggressive here. If I can get any 5-minute thunderstorm, I'm gonna take it. Just I need a way in. That's the only thing I need. Like, I think we're going up today. Just need to find a way in, right? That allows me to put somewhere where stop I just won't lose my ass, you know, for FOMOing in. Like, if I just wanted to rip buy, then I would have to put stop realistically bottom of the range here. But I don't want to run a 28 pip stop. I'd rather have a tighter stop, find a way in to have a tighter stop. Yeah, 5 thunder I would need or something. I've noticed this month you have been pretty aggressive compared to like last few months where you're taking maybe 7 to 10 trades whole month. Actually, no, I think I've been less aggressive this month. This month I've been pretty patient, I think. Do you think you'll ever move beyond scalping? Have you found the thing that you're going to continue now? If I move beyond scalping, it's just going to be swing and it's going to be the same thing essentially. It's just on a higher time frame. I think it'll just be a setup 1 type trade here. Setup 1 above the range. I think that will be the one. Imagine taking a swing and waiting many days just for it to be a loss, but that's how you swing, right? Swing is like TP or SL. That's why I don't like swinging, because I rather just, you know, it's the same thing anyways, risk to reward wise, you know? Is GJ affected by Euro news? Yes, it can be. There's a high likelihood that it will. Especially if the news comes out drastically different, then it will be then it will affect it for sure. It's good to see rejection at the top of the range, because you know then if something ends up closing back above, it will be doing what that rejection, it will prove that that rejection was just a pullback, right? And it will give you confidence in holding the trade. Boss, more about gold, please. Please don't type capitals. And if I'm not trading gold at the moment, then I'm not going to do it, just because I'm not here for you. Unfortunately, I'm happy to give you as much value as possible, but I'm also doing my own thing, right? Do you reckon investment institutions are doing scalping? Yeah, of course. Right? They have very advanced algorithms they're doing micro scalping, like scalping so fast that you couldn't imagine. Right? And they're taking positions. They buy and sell, man. It's a lot different, you know? They're just going to buy and sell on certain prices. Institutions mainly run on algorithms. Zero point 0.00004 second chart? Yeah, exactly. Only Claudio can manage this. Analysis on gold, yeah, the same thing I've said, right? We're at the top of the range. It's hard to predict where it's going to go when we're at the top of the range on gold. In GJ, we're trying to trend here. This is not top of the range. This is not a 4-hour resistance. This is a trending move. I'm noting down what you said. Is good to see rejections at the top. Yeah, it's good to see. I think change that to reactions and then closing above. Because if it just pushes straight through, you have to worry about a pullback, right? But if the pullback happens and then it comes back above, you don't have, like, if it's pulling back after that, you know it's not a good thing, right? Morning, brother. I'm facing psychological issue. I always hold trades after going 10 to 12 pips positive, but then I end up with break even or loss. How can I change that? You should look for either to have a BE plan or a closing plan, right? Have a plan where you're gonna take profits. I always have a plan where I'm gonna take profits. Live stream interface both acha okay, I can't read the rest. Morning AD. Why are people so fixated about gold if they have better option with NY? Because most streamers stream during NY and they're trading gold. So when they come and watch a trader's when they come to a London stream, they think it's the same. Yeah, in 2 hours. Yes, OBS. What's the difference between trading in London and US? Mainly common sense, right? US is going to be US banks and London's going to be London banks. How many pips is your average trade? Let me know if I'm asking too many questions. My average trade is what the average pushes in a session. So sometimes of the year, it is 20 pips, right? Look, you can see here, sometimes 18 pips, 16 pips, 16, 22 pips. Sometimes it's 12 pips, sometimes 16, 17, 19 pips. And then recently it's more 12, 12, 11, 10, 12. And then it was back up again here, 20. So it ranges throughout the year depending on what the average pushes are we're getting. We kind of need action to happen in the next 15 minutes, otherwise getting close to news. Close to all this Euro news. This is tough with all this Euro news. I don't want to be in a position in this Euro news. Euro news will affect? Yes, it will affect the yen. There's a likelihood that it will, and I'm not taking the gamble trying to predict if it will or it won't, because there is a likelihood that it will. You think entry above the last 5-minute resistance can be a good one with tight SL? I wouldn't go tight SL, but I think it could be an aggressive entry, yes. But I won't go tight SL. I would just put SL where it makes most sense to put it. Yeah, like if this next 5 can close above here, would be good. Is it going to affect UK 100? No, probably not. Unless something extremely drastic happens. And we see money pulled out of the European stock market and put into the UK. Let me go adjust this AC 1 second. What year you started trading? Looking at it properly, late 2019. That's when I looked at it properly. Do we close position? Listen, if you don't have a plan in your position, you're in a tough spot. You always need to have a plan for your position. Where you're going to close, I don't know where your entry is. Harry, what you looking for on GJ? Hopefully I'm looking for GJ to continue towards the upside here. Boss, I'm still waiting for your sign for gold. Well, I'm locked in on GJ, so I recommend you probably just leave the stream. Because you're coming here and begging. I don't think you're going to gain much value from that. I gave my analysis on gold 4 times already. And you're still typing the same question. So either you need to do 2 things. You need to go and learn more, study more about this game. Learn how trading works. Learn how to analyze a pair. Instead of coming and just begging. Begging won't get you anywhere, trust me. What's your thoughts on Don Vo when he recently blew his account? Long term, he's consistent. He's proven that to himself. Obviously, he knew it. It was something that he couldn't have said he didn't know because that's the way he chose to manage risk. So obviously, people who are following him who don't understand the way he trades, they're going to be giving him shit. But for him, it doesn't really affect much. It's just if you take it in a 5-year span, right? His trading plan is like, let's say in 5 years, it's just going to be a blip in the road. You know, And maybe it makes him remain negative P&L for this year, for 6 months of the year. But at the end of the year, he should still end up positive P&L if he follows his plan. And that's his plan. So if that's the way he wants to trade, then you guys can't say anything about it. You know, it's just the way that he wants to do things. Personally, for me, I don't like to, to hold heavy drawdown. I rather be out quickly. But personally, for him, he doesn't mind that. He wants to try keep win rate high and expects to win more often. But if you do lose, then it takes a very heavy impact. I think the hardest thing is when that happens in the beginning, you know? If you're in your beginning of your trading journey, I don't think you can handle that. You have to be a very good trader to be able to handle that. Harry, when do I get into the exclusive group I paid yesterday but did not receive? You need to check your email, man. You need to check your email. You'll have an invite, or you just log in directly to WAP. Just go to WAP, log in with the same email, and you can join directly from there, man. You should also check your spam. Maybe you have a very tight inbox. You would have got 2 emails. You would have got one email from the team, and you would have got from WAP, and you would have got your receipt from WAP, and you also can just log in. So you have many options to join. And if none of those things work, then you can always just DM me. I'll make sure and see what's going on. But I saw there was only 2 people yesterday on waitlist, and I accepted them before we closed. You were one, and then there was another one. But both of you were accepted. I could see that you're active. You just need to join. That was the other one? Yes. What's the difference between the free Discord and paid Discord? The paid Discord, you get access to the Zoom call, which everyone is in right now. So you have 0 delay on stream. And then you also get access to weekly webinars. Also, when stream ends, Discord continues. We discuss about the session. I answer your questions directly. And then on top of that, as I said, weekly webinars. Then you get access to the New York chat. So when we're trading in New York, we have a live chat where we're chatting about different positions, what we're looking at, the plans, all of that stuff. And that's it. Yeah, people following this specific strategy. And then the other thing is, of course, you get access to all of my content here. I think yeah. Exactly. It's all focused on the strategy that I do. And I teach, it's basically like a course here, but I'm not charging you for a course. All of these videos are taken from featured webinars. Every time we do a webinar, when we have a featured topic, instead of you going to the webinar, I just allow you, I put it all nicely in content, so it's very easy for you guys to go through this. That's basically it, man. You trade 2 sessions? No, I trade 1 main session. I do trade 2 sessions, but the second session, I set alerts, and if there's a setup, then I'll look at it, take the trade, and leave the charts. I'm not sitting there at the screen, trying to squeeze a position. That's done in London. London full attention, because I have to have some form of life. Otherwise, this is not sustainable. Sitting at the charts for 8 hours, 9 hours, it's not sustainable. Right? Especially when you've been doing it for 4 years. Like, yeah, and in the beginning time, for sure, you're interested, you're passionate, you want to get better, you want to take positions. But once you've been doing it for a while, and your risk is already up. When I was starting, yeah, I would spend that much time on the charts. But once you start, increasing risk, getting better, you don't want to. Yeah, you burn out, man. And no one's handing awards out for you burning out. No one's going to pay you for you burning out. You're gonna burn out. No one's gonna come to tell you, right? No one's going to come to tell you, well done. You've really worked so hard that you reached this stage. No one gives a shit. Miko, yo, Miko, brother, how you been, man? Damn, nice to see you back. No more followers, viewers, live, show heap more likes. You have 200 thumbs up. I remember when you're pushing to get 100. Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Nice to hear from you. Glad to hear that, Miko. Glad to hear that. Keeping you? Of course, man. Hi, I want to share my meta trader. You can see where the problem is, lol. Usually close half and then and all, but today was a mess. Let's see what happened. Yo, bro, what happened here, bro? Close, 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 close. Why close here? Just pick a target. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna make a new rule for you, okay? From now on, you're not even allowed to close half. Alright? That's it. You're only allowed one close. Okay? And until you learn how to close at 12 pips, you know, until you learn how to close at relevant targets, only then are you allowed to close half. Because the only reason you would close half is if it makes sense on higher time frame to have more continuation. So if you break the rule, you must send a dancing TikTok video of you. No, I don't think he'll be. Yeah, that'll be embarrassing though. It will get the job done. Have you blown any account till now? No, thankfully I have not. I have not blown any account till now. Because I started with a big account. An account that I could not afford to blow. So I wouldn't do it. It's simple as that. Yeah, what I was talking, yeah, wins will be bigger than L because you close 100 times. So when after the second close here, this is peanuts. You're not even making anything. Not even 0.1% this will make. From here to here won't even make 0.1%. So maybe you're lucky 0.1%. Like even with my lot size, let's say I closed half here, 10 lot to 5 lot. From here to here, I closed 2.5 lot here. Then I close here down to 1 lot. You know, from here, 0.5 lot, you know, 1 lot, it's not going to make sense here. Instead, I just pick a spot here and close full 10 lots. Every time you close half, you divide the revenue after. Yes, another way to look at it, every time you close half, it needs to move double of the original position to make back just what you would have originally made. What's the target for GJ? Volume. That's the target for GJ. It's just volume. That's interesting. 9260 could be a watch zone using wicks 300. Yeah, 300s using wicks. Didn't find the right words? No, you're all good. It made sense. Me and my friend started trading around a month ago. He made a real account around 2 weeks. I told him not to, and then he lost a lot and gave up. Yeah, that's a common cycle, man. 1 month is nothing in this game. You go to university for 2 to 4 years. Doctors go for 7 years. What do you think? You're going to solve all of this in a month? Come on, let's be serious here. Let's be serious here. Why would this be anything different than anything else in life, right? Why in everything else? Why would you go to school for how many years in life? Why would you go to university? Why would you work a job? A minimum in a job to get a promotion, you need to be like working for a year, right? Why, would you start a business and a business would run negative? I know the top business people who run multi 8-figure businesses, they say when they're testing a new lead getter, a new, advertising method, they need at least 6 months to prove that that is not working. 6 months is the time they give. And that's from an experienced person. Imagine you don't have experience. You need way longer. I want to see a 5-minute close above this zone here. Last chance before news? Probably yes. I spent a few months just learning all the financial terminology. Yeah, I spent a few months just learning what candles were, support and resistance, all of this stuff, before even thinking about making money. Oh, damn, man. That's frustrating, that. Yeah, that's annoying. That's definitely annoying. Let's see how deep this 5-minute closes. Let's see how deep this 5-minute closes. If it can close with a wick, then I think I can take the wick fill with this volume. Yeah. This 1-minute candle here. This 1-minute nut just did it all. Thank you, Mr. 1 Minute, for making my life hard. Not even on the 1 minute? No, I think impulsively you just have to rip it, break of these highs up here, maybe even. Run stops below the range. Something like a 15 pip stop. That was the only way you could have get in. But it's easy to say now that it pushed through it. It's easy to say that it pushed through it. Fib, yeah, this would be at my fib spot. The 1 minute, man? What's up with the 1 minute? It didn't even close above, man. It's hard. 1 minute didn't close above. It was a beautiful bottom wick. I love this bottom wick. You said Mr. 1 Minute is a man, the 1 minute man? Huh? Confusing me. If the next candle can come retest this zone, I'll buy off the wick. That's what I'll do. If GJ comes back to retest this zone here, I'll buy off the wick. Is this news? No, it's not. I see all Gbpjpy pairs did the same. It's not normal price action. I think that maybe it's pricing in of the news that's coming later, man. This looks like a lot of pricing in. News will probably dump, I think, if this is it being priced in. $15-minute stops valid for what? GJ, but what setup? Which setup are you talking about? You mean if we close above here? Yes, I'd prefer pullback. Yeah, I think if we can close like this, we can get a wick fill in London. London open wick fill. Because it's risky. Yeah. But I think if we can close like this here, we can get a wick fill in London. 1 hour wick fill. Just need a bottom wick and that's it. Yeah, man. No, let's say because it's the London Open 1 hour open, right? If it's London Open and there's no bottom wick, you could push up, you're in profits and then flip and that's it. It never comes back. You know what I mean? But if you get small bottom wick and then it pushes up, you don't expect it to, you know, now you know the bottom, it's just, look how many candles have a bottom wick here. Find me one candle without a bottom wick recently. This. What it means it makes a bottom wick. Just a wick. Sometimes even bottom wicks will just be a 1 minute candle making a bottom wick. Not always, you know. Harry, are you in the trade? No, I would say you would see it on my screen if I'm in a trade. News in 20 minutes? Yeah. You'd have to be fast on London Open here. Yes, to avoid drawdown. I was hoping this would close as a thunderstorm and I can aggressively take it as a thunderstorm. If this can close bearish, and I can then just take this very aggressively. Run around 10 pip stops. But it's not looking like it's even giving me an entry option to push it hard on 5 here. And you can't FOMO into these moves because these are just moves that don't follow your plan. Alright, here's something. Okay, good. If this can break the low first, let's see. No bottom wick. I'm probably gonna wait for a wick on this. If not, waiting for London Open, and then I'll try a wick fill. I feel this will just retest somewhere here and then might make its bottom wick now. Anywhere in this zone it could retest. You have a nipple wick? Well, there's that zone I told you it could retest and make a better wick. So here's your better wick. Valid Thunder, yes, but London Open in 3 minutes. So if you want to be aggressive, you go half before London Open. Or you just wait for London Open right now in 3 minutes. Wait for open. Yeah, there's always more positions. Since we're gonna wait, it's probably gonna go. 2 minutes? Probably gonna go. Tell it that we're entering so that it waits. But any entries now are very aggressive, right? We're just trying to rely on this momentum, this breakout. Quick 1-to-1, you should be done. Shouldn't be trying to be greedy in this. Imagine this 1 hour doesn't close above resistance, last 1 minute. It's possible. I'd like to see price close above this wick though. This would give us higher probabilities. For the wick fill. Right, might have to be fast here. If this candle makes a nice bottom wick and flips, that should be good for a wick fill. All right. I think I'm going to go when the candle breaks this high here. When the candle breaks this high, I'm going to give this a risky shot here. This is, of course, London Open here, expecting volume to come through. Stop will be below. This is more of a riskier shot. So understand that behind this position. Because we're taking pretty deep breakout, but we have a lot of volume here. We haven't broke out in many days here. So I don't see why that wouldn't be at least an option here. So yeah, let's see if we can break this high. Oh. All right. Almost breaking it. Come on. Hasn't broken it yet on my broker. Come on. For some reason it's not broken it yet on my broker. On my broker it's 304. All right, now I did. As that broke, got triggered here. Max stop loss going to be below here. TP looking for like a 1-to-1. Just anything closing below here, I'll just manage the trade. That's my plan. Aggressive entry, just trying to use volume to my advantage. And yeah, let's see. Just looking for a quick 1-to-1. Quick 10-12 pips, I'll be happy. It's hard when we don't have levels. Mind the weekly level, what's the number of that? What level? 517? Oh yeah, TP's before 517. TP's before 517. How are you going to handle news? Just be at break even before or close, no matter where we are. All right, 5-minute close here? How did the 5 minute close? Yeah, that's fine, 5 minute. Now that the 5 minute has closed above, I'm gonna adjust my stop loss to below here. So making it half my stop loss. I'm being aggressive on this position because I expect volume to continue. So that's where my stop loss is gonna be. Alright, nice little push here. I think get a next leg here would be nice. Next leg would be nice. Let's see what. Let's just see how gold just went wild. Yeah, I think. I mean, just locking in this trade, bro. Just locking in on this trade. Give me a second, man. Just locking in here. Need to make sure because this could end up pretty nasty if this flips here. Remember, we're at pretty high points. Just let me lock in for a minute. If this re-breaks the high, I'm going to move to break even. Re-breaking the high, I'll move to break even. Alright, we re-broke the high here. I don't think this trade needs to come back to break even at the moment. I'm gonna let this rock here. See what we can get. Yeah, I'll be like mental BE or something here. Should be good. Let's go, GJ. Nice. Sweet. Coming close to TP here. I'm going to close probably soon. I don't want to be greedy on such a push up. I'm just probably going to trail on 1 minute here. I don't want to be greedy on such a good push here. See if we can just get a little bit more here. Yeah, I knew it. This is a problem. See if we can go. You closed? Close full? Nice. Yeah, I'm not liking the rejection. You know what? To get paid today, I'm gonna close something here. I'm gonna close something here. Okay, just to get paid something. I'm gonna close something here. Just gonna close something. Around 5-6 pips. Just to get something, right? I want to be paid today. Even though it's small, I'm gonna close something. We're 9 pips up at one point, and I'll see if I can survive this break even. Alright, still surviving it. Let's see. Gambling? Thank you, thank you. Yes, very big gambling here. Thank you. It is a gamble, actually, but my probabilities are against with me. This is looking good here. If we can re-break the highs, this should be good. I closed 20%. Let's see if I can close a little bit more here. Come on, don't tap me. Survive. Looking okay, looking okay. See if we can survive this next 15 open here. News in 3 minutes? Yeah, I'm break even for news. If we get up here, I'll close the rest of my trade. Maybe I get lucky with news. Let's see in 2 minutes here. Bro, you are the guy who changed my whole psychology of trading. You're just a savior. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad I've been able to help. He deserves to get lucky with the news. We'll see, we'll see. Probably will go the complete opposite way. Extend TP? I don't have TP on my... I always close manually. There's no TP on my screen. And this is looking good. Come on, GJ, finish it for Harry here. Come on. Let's go. $50 seconds. I'm gonna try hold through news here. I'm gonna be fast. Let's see if I can be fast here. Oh. You are B? Yeah, I am. I'm actually gonna put it... I think I'm gonna put a pip in B, just in case slippage. But it's not directly Euro news, like I'm not trading the Euro, so I'm not too worried. Alright, let me be locked in here. I'm gonna have my finger on the button here. Finger on the button. Yo! Let's go. I'm out. I'm out. It popped up. No way, bro. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go, bro. Yes, bro. Let's go. No way, man. No way. Let's go, bro. How much I make on that? Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Where did I close here, bro? Where did I close? I gotta close at 190, 500 exactly. 507 was my close. Don't celebrate on your win? Nah, but it's pretty fun when you get something like that, right? It's pretty fun when you get something like that. That was a big TP. Alright, so I closed 20%. 20% of 20 pips here means... so 20% equal to that. That's around 5 pips. So yeah, I closed net. Net, I closed here around 15 pips net. After closing 20%. So yes, although it ran 20 pips here, I'm putting in my journal 15 pips, alright? Because net I closed 15 pips. So if I put 20 pips here, then it doesn't really make sense, right? So I'm putting net was 15 pips. 15, 16 pips, whatever. This was a buy. It's a setup one. And this was at 12 o'clock London Open, baby. And just like that, we are back. This one I popped an 8 because it was a little bit of a risky idea. I popped an 8. Popped an 8. Closed the 2. Actually, no, closed the 3. I left a 5. So, yeah. Did anyone else get that B first? Maybe I had late entry break of high. Yes, I was in just before break of high. I was in just before. So maybe you should have left it in a little bit like management trade -1 pip, right? Harry, where was the LTA on this trade, bro? Volume. Right? We're in all-time highs. This is running like a no tomorrow. Yeah, man, that's just unfortunate, but it's okay, man. There's more wins ahead. It'll be frustrating at the moment now. I can imagine how you feel. Like, let's be serious. I know how you're feeling right now, but you know, deep breath and continue, you know. So for everyone who is saying GJ is a sell, please understand bias. Where's Claudio? Claudio, did you hold this? Because if you held this, big up to you, brother. I should have probably left a runner, but you know, I got pretty excited. I close with you right now? Okay, good, good. We can't be greedy though, right? Imagine it popped up and rejected. Still in? Yeah, you can trail 1 minute, guys. I'd recommend trail 1 minute and enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. I just closed. I don't know. I got excited. And I closed. Guys, look what happened when I closed. Look at the drop off here. Look at this. Shoo. That's what happened when I closed the trade. All right, guys, I'm out. All right, peace. Thanks, guys. And this is why being on Zoom is super important, right? Because these are fast trades, man. You have to have no delay. No, they're all screwed, man. You think that's the reason on break-even trades they're probably losing? Okay? Because they're not. This is the advantage of Zoom, is that Zoom we can have quick decision making. Did Harry clip his head nearly hit the ceiling? No. We will clip it. I want to see my reaction. I don't even know my reaction. And the guys on Zoom didn't see my reaction. We have to see my reaction. Let's see a replay of my reaction. Yeah, the worried face. Okay. Manage it. Make sure everything's okay. And then survive through news. Have my finger on the button. Look. 26 seconds. Alright, 9 seconds. Let's see. Look. Nah, man. We can't celebrate this hard though, you know, because if this was a loss, everyone would be down. So we have to treat it the same. We followed the plan and that's it. End of story. I'm happy for following the plan. That was so risky. I was break even before news. Worst is I get slipped a little bit, but you know, we took a win yesterday. How much will I get slipped? It's okay, man. I'm happy to take the risk. Happy to take the risk. No, man, celebrated. Remember interventions. Now this is worth celebrating. Yeah, it's okay, man. But I want to keep everyone calm because these are the same people who are going to, you know, we have to make sure that we treat everything the same. So yeah. So be sure, guys, that you leave a subscribe, leave a like on the stream. Can we get some lobsters and W's in the chat for this beautiful trade today? Appreciate everyone showing up, enjoying my analysis, being patient of me, waiting for 5-minute structure, waiting for everything. So if we can get that in the chat, would appreciate it. And you guys will all be featured on the gram, right? So you can be featured on the gram. Let's go. Yo. Perfect. Do it for the gram, you know? W's is oddly satisfying. It's oddly satisfying. Oh yeah, and before I forget, before people hate and tell me, hey, you didn't update. They only tell me to update stream win rate when I'm losing, but I told you guys, it's just a game of patience. Now that we have volume, all good shall come. Damn, I can't be greedy. I have to be happy with what I took, right? Well done, guys. And I'm glad that today I chose to be aggressive because I felt like it. This is a breakout, man. You have to be aggressive on breakout. Even if I lost today, I would do that shit again and again and again because we've been ranging for 7 days. I need to be aggressive here. And that's the result. News just adds to it. What a rocket this is. If you caught 6 pips today, if you caught 5 pips today, if you caught 50 pips today, it doesn't matter. Right? You have been ahead of 90% of the industry. Alright? Doesn't matter how many pips you caught today. Does not matter. Alright? Focus on you. There'll be more days like this. Today we just got a bit lucky with news. That's why I got an extra 10 pips here. Right? I still close at 15 pips next, next thing. Right? I didn't hold through this whole thing. Nor do I have FOMO through this whole thing. I got lucky to get an extra 15, you know, to net 15. And I could have wrote this 20 in the journal. This is 20 pips, but I closed 20%. All right. So make sure that you're understanding why the position was taken, right? Everyone asked me after a loss, bro, why did you lose? Why did this, you know, lose? Stop asking me that. I want to see everyone ask me today, why did this win? Why did this win? Right? That is more important. I'm 4.2% away from passing step 1 prop firm. Congrats, man. Congrats. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. And you know, before, remember when we didn't have volume and we would sit there and nothing happened? That's not in our control, right? But we know long term that these moves are the ones that pays, you know? And this is the GJ I like. Screw that other GJ. But I told you it's a love-hate relationship, guys. Exclamation GJ in the chat and you will know the relationship on GJ here. Right? You can see. Why did Germany news affect England? Because I told you it's the yen, right? So that means that PMI came out. Let's see what PMI came out. 3.5, better than expected. Interesting. So we see, yeah, that means that we're going to have a weaker euro, right? If economies are doing well, interest rates should come down, euro becomes weaker. They don't want to put money in the euro because the euro is already being thrashed, so they move it into the yen. Makes sense. Everyone's doing exclamation mark GJ. Brilliant move. All good, man. All good. Perfect. Which pairs do you normally trade? GJ. Done for the day. Yeah, off the charts, man. No need to come back today. That's it. Done. What's the next signal? You know what, brother? I'm gonna ban you. You can just leave the stream. Sorry, bro. I don't think your mindset is in the right place. What is the next signal? I appreciate you joining up, and if you left a like, I appreciate that, but just gonna ban you, bro. Sorry, brother. No tolerance for that stuff. I'm here to make people understand and learn. I want people to understand what I do. I don't want people like this mindset. Doesn't even ask me, great trade, can you explain how that worked? No, what's the next one? You know? Hey mate, how often do you do lives? I live every Monday to Friday. I think there's a few other guys, but no, I'm pretty dedicated to that one. Like to... There is, but I think minimum it's $99 a month. And they don't stay consistent. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go and head off stream now. This thing is just, you know, this thing is just rocking here. Amazing trade. I'm glad I could catch part of it. Even if you didn't catch part of it, don't worry. There's plenty of trades ahead. One day is not gonna change your life. You know, it could have been a loss anyways, right? So I really would just keep level-headed here and, you know, move on, right? Move on. But otherwise, you know, it was pretty good. I'm glad we got 5-minute structure. If I didn't get 5-minute structure today, it would be very frustrating to just see this rock. Would have been very frustrating to see this rock. But yeah, massive breakout here. We're coming to 191, probably higher time frame. And I really think, but I'm not going to discuss this on stream. I want to discuss this with the guys because I need to make sure that they understand and not start full margining. Oh shit, look at this. Next Euro news comes out, pushing down here. Seeing profit taking here on this next Euro news, 12:30 here. And yeah, appreciate everyone. Be sure to leave a like before you leave. Take care, trade sharp, and until next time, peace. Yes, sir.